I've come out, I've sanded it, you know, got it all looking nice and pretty, and it got in the air and the centre of gravity shifted, and one wing is obviously giving more lift than the other to give me a bit of a roll. It's not anything I'm worried about. I know where the problem is, and I can go home and probably fix it in 10 minutes with a piece of sandpaper, no worries. I won't know how much extra speed I've gotten out of it till I get home and run it through the Doppler, but one thing I will say is on this plane, it's actually made the centre of gravity more particular. Once I've had to trim out the roll, I've also had to trim out some nose heavy, which has never really been an issue with this plane. When I first built it, I had a problem getting enough weight in the nose. So when you start playing around with KF airfoils and adding lift, it is going to change the way that your plane's going to behave. The other thing is, it's also taken away some of the bulletproof performance in wind. I had no real issues with this plane before when everything was flat and straight to the wind, but now the wind will start to pick up and the plane will start to rock a little bit. What a lot of people won't tell you is that drag is a stabilising force. Okay, so as soon as you start sanding and beveling and reducing drag, you're going to get a plane that's not really as happy to be stable as it used to be. You really want to think about that one. Now, the other one is, it took me a couple of laps to get it all trimmed out, and I'm still not perfectly happy with it, and I won't be till I get this wing issue sorted out. But that's the thing. As soon as you start going into beveling this and beveling that and changing this and changing that, it opens it up to a lot more complicated things that you might do okay with, you might not. Now, I don't have it far out at all. I've identified the issue and I know what's going on and I know how to fix it, but I've gotten out to the field and a plane that's been flying very well, very bulletproof, very aerobatic, is now got a pretty hefty right roll on it. And when you're beginning, if it's your only plane, what you might have to think about is, do you really want to put all that effort in and get really excited and go out to throw your plane only to find that you've added an issue because you've done something slightly wrong, and then have to turn around and pack everything back into the car and go home again? My honest advice is wait till your second plane at least before playing with anything like this, and make sure you've got two in the air, because the last thing you want to do is, like I said, jump in the car, pack everything up, get out, and all of a sudden you've only got 10 minutes and you've got to turn around and pack it all up and go home again. It can really spoil your day. I mean, to some extent it's ruined mine a little. I mean, I've got heaps more planes at home I could have brought out and flown, but I had a specific purpose for coming out today. So I've been looking at rainy weather with 50km/h plus winds for a couple of days now, and I've got up this morning. The wind's fairly light. It's not anything that's usually an issue. I've packed up the car, I've come out, I've been really looking forward to it, and bummer. You know, it has sucked some of the fun out of my day, so you really want to think about whether you want that sort of thing happening to you. So yeah, wait till your second plane. Bring them both. Sand one off, make it look really nice and everything like that, and then if something goes wrong, you've still got the second plane in the car for the old bulletproof performance you're used to. And, you know, although it might be a little bit disappointing, you're still going to get a day's flying out of it. So that really is part of this hobby. It is excitement. It is looking forward to getting out on a beautiful day. So just be mindful that all your playing around doesn't leave you without a plane for a beautiful day like this, because I might not get another chance. It's supposed to be raining again tomorrow for the next 5 days, which really sucks the fun out of my week, to be perfectly honest.